Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is the next part of my camp kitchen kind of series where I'm going to be kind of retrofitting this case with magnets and wraps and all kinds of cool stuff. So we're getting started here with rubbing alcohol. Whether you have a bottle of it, cotton pads, or you have actual wipes, when you prep for airbrush or glitter tattoos. Either one will work. This is 70%. The bottle is 91%. Either one will just wipe the logo right off. And we'll also wipe off the interior logo as well. There is one on the work surface on the inside. In case you don't want to wrap your kit here, which I have wrapped all of mine, you just want to wipe these off so you don't have a goofy looking bass fish logo on there, then more power to you. Otherwise, it's just a quick and easy way to pizzazz that kit a little bit. There's also a sticker here on the up left-hand corner. I removed that as well. It is just letting you know that the work surface is heat resistant. So, again, that one wipes right off. And we're moving on to the actual magnet sheet metal part. Now, I purchased this sheet metal at Lowe's in the HVAC AC department. They have lots of duct equipment, and this is in that section. It's in a very small section because they're standing straight up and they're in a box. So you may walk right past them, but you make sure you ask because they'll definitely have some either at Lowe's or I believe most home improvement stores. So here, my cute and chubby self is measuring from corner to corner. Now, it doesn't quite go the width, so we didn't have to worry about cutting it to the width, but the height or the depth of the case, however you want to say it, needs to be cut. Now, I measured here from the frame, so the bottom half is just nicely sitting on the top of the bottom frame, and I'm measuring across the top of the top frame, I guess I could say that. As I begin to cut here with these are shears I picked up from Harbor Freight. It's a 3-pack for about $10, I think, and these are specifically for sheet metal. You can probably get these at Lowe's and Home Depot as well. I believe you could probably use a Dremel tool for this if you have one, or even a cutter. There's different types of cutters out there that you can use, like little handheld oscillating tools, but this was the easiest way and the least noisiest. So this is a straight cutter. It does come with a 3-pack. What I bought, one is for left and right hand cutting. And this one is for straight. So it is a little bit thick for sheet metal, but definitely much thinner than stuff you're going to get at a lot of these stores where they're going to be cutting it for you. Some of those are extremely heavy, so you want to be careful. But this one, it probably only weighed about a pound extra. So it wasn't too much, but you do notice it in your kit. Your lid does feel a little heavier, and when you lift it, you do feel that little bit of extra weight, but I don't mind. This to me is something sturdy and it's worth the addition. So once I've got it cut, and you want to give yourself a little bit of space, an extra 1/4 inch, I think. From what I measured, I needed, as you can see on the left, the metal shavings, I needed about an extra 1/4 inch worth, so I did cut a little bit more off, so that it was just snug enough I could get it in. And I'm dry fitting it here, making sure that it's gonna work and I've got it in the space I want. You definitely want to dry fit it first. So now I've got my caulk gun and my construction adhesive. Now you do not need to buy this particular brand. I bought this because I already had it and I needed it for a home improvement project. But it is called Fuse It, and it is by Walmart, I believe, is where I purchased it from. It is a construction adhesive by Liquid Nails. They do carry it in a tube that you don't need the caulk gun with. It's actually just squeezable, like a super glue, but you want to use it, I'd say generously, but you want to make sure these beads and these lines you're running are thin. You don't want it oozing out on the sides. So I'm kind of almost scraping this off a little bit and making sure there's plenty. I'm just going to wiggle it in here a little bit. Now you're going to have some kind of gunk up because it'll start to scrape. You want to kind of lift the edges up. And now this technique will work for either a Coleman camp kitchen table, really any of the overseas brands of kitchen tables, and as well as the Bass Pro Shop version that I'm using here. If you get a little bit of that gunk up, you have 10 minutes for the setup time. So you'll have 10 minutes to kind of get the sheet metal on there, and it's 4 to 6 hours for curing. So you're going to want to put some weight on there and let it sit with the weight so that it'll kind of fuse together. Fusing it, obviously. But I'm going to put some weight on it, kind of spread out the adhesive underneath. If there was some gunk up on the very end by the rack, where I'm pressing now, I just wipe that off with a damp paper towel and some soap, like so. And then once it has dried, all I did was wipe the excess off with rubbing alcohol. Right after I had fit it in place and wiped that little bit of excess off, I went ahead and put some weight on it. You want to leave this weight on it while it's curing. These are sandbags I use for my tent weights. So they're awesome bags. They're by the Euromax brand, I believe. But if you have tent weights, if you've got jugs of water, books, I mean, just load it up and let plenty of weight sit on it while it's curing. And here are the after photos. We're all finished up now. It's been several hours. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can find me on Facebook and in a couple of the different groups there. I'm so glad I could be helpful, and I look forward to doing a couple more videos this week where I'm going to be adding wraps and other types of upgrades to my camp kitchen table. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.